hear it all the time. Like literally all the time. Social media, hear it all the time. Lie, 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 lies, lie. That's cap. I'm calling cap. Or maybe even no cap? Question mark? No cap? Or just straight up cap. Have you ever heard these things? Because up until like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I had never heard this slang. And now I hear it all the time. Like literally all the time. Social media, hear it all the time. I go on TV, hear it. Movies, it's there. Talking with my friends, they say it. My own children say it. My children's friends say it. I hear it all the time. It's so common. But like 4 or 5 years ago, I was utterly confused as to what this could have meant. It took me a while to figure out. I actually had to ask my brother-in-law, who is like, I don't know, 8 years younger than me. I had to ask him to decipher this for me because I was like, I don't know. I want to be cool, but help. Help. I don't know what this means. And so he was able to help me and like teach me what this meant. But it's one slang, but you can say it many different ways. So the slang word is cap, all right? But there's many different ways you can use this slang. And I'm going to tell you a story, maybe 2, maybe 3, and you can hear the different ways we say it, all right? So the first story, the first time I ever heard this slang, all right? I'm going to take you back to that time. It was 2020. I know, PTSD, COVID, bear with me here. I have it too. But it was 2020 and we had just started being able to go back out. So we visit my mother-in-law. We go to her house. My husband and my brother-in-law, so my husband and his brother are talking about a new game. My husband's like, yo, this new game's coming out. I'm going to buy it, put it on our account. They have like a family joint account, but I'm going to buy this game. We're going to play it together. And his brother was like, well, what game is it? And my husband says the name of the game. I don't know what game it is. I don't remember. I don't follow along. Don't hate me. I don't follow along with games or any of that jazz. But it was a cool game that they had been wanting to play. And then his brother goes, no cap. No cap. And my husband's like, no cap. And then I'm looking like, how do you know what that means? What does that even mean? And I'm thinking, like, I'm doing the math in my head and I'm like, cap, bottle cap for your head, cap. What other caps are there? No, that's it, right? I don't know. Oh my gosh, English major. Did I waste all my time going to school to have an English degree? Because I don't know what you guys are saying. I'm freaking out, panicking, like, what the heck? And then they go on and they just continue their conversation. And here I am for the next 5 minutes trying to figure out what cap means. So eventually I had to just ask my brother-in-law, like, hey, yo, I'm sorry, but like, I know it's been 5 minutes, but can you go back to what you said earlier? No cap? What does no cap mean? And he was like, really? And I'm like, I'm sorry, bear with me. I'm older than you and I don't know. And then my husband's my age and he was like, Carly, you don't know what no cap means? And I'm like, I guess I'm not cool anymore. Like, I don't know. So he was like, well, no cap just means like no lie. Oh, okay. No cap means no lie. All right, I get it. So let me go through this situation, this scenario in my head again. The new game's coming out. He was like, oh, no lie, no way. And they're like, yeah, that's what it means. Okay, cool. Okay, good. I'm up to speed. All right, I got it. So that happened. A few months later goes by where it's about, maybe even like 6 months goes by. It's like Christmas time. And we're all talking about what we're getting each other. And again, same, younger crowd. My brother-in-laws, they're younger than me. They're a lot younger than me. And we're talking and they have their, girlfriends there and we're all talking about what we're going to get each other. And I hear over here a really nice present that's going to be bought. And I hear the other brother, one brother says, oh, I'm going to get this, blah, 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 blah. And I hear the other brother say, you be capping. Nah, you be capping. Like that. Nah, comma, you be capping. And not even no, nah, N-A-H. Nah, you be capping. And I'm like, I know what this means. And I'm like, oh, he's saying you be lying right now. You're lying. You're not telling the truth. And I thought it was so cool because I'm like, you be capping. You not be telling the truth right now. I know what it means. So that was the second situation. You see how the first one was like no cap, right? Like no way, no lie, no cap. Second one, you be capping. That's maybe a slang phrase. You be capping. You're telling a lie. You be capping. You telling a lie. No cap. You lying. You be capping. You're telling a lie. See, I'm translating these for you. Seriously, I feel like that's what I'm doing these days. A lot of these new slang words and idioms and phrases, expressions, all that good jazz, I have to just translate them. into older slang words, expressions, phrases, idioms, or maybe even just actual English sentences because they're hard to understand. But anyways, so I translated and I was like, oh, okay, you be capping. And then it wasn't until maybe 2022, I heard it just as cap. And that's like the opposite. So, no cap means like you're telling the truth, no lie. You be capping means you are lying, right? So one is you're telling the truth. Oh, no cap, no lie. You're telling the truth. The other one, you be capping. Oh, nah, man, I think you're lying. You're not telling the truth. And then cap, just straight up cap means you are blatantly saying you're lying. You're going out there and you're just saying lie, 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 lies, lie, cap. And I heard this in 2022 and it was actually on social media where I heard this. Well, every now and then I would hear it on social media, but I kind of had an idea of what it meant. So I didn't really I was just like, okay, I know what that means, blah. But this time I heard it on social media. I was just scrolling through my TikToks and I heard somebody calling somebody out. That's another phrase that we say. It means they were putting them on the spot, or you can say putting them on blast. Like,
look how many things you are learning with me here today. Wow.
Putting them on blast means you're calling them out. You're putting them on the spot. You're putting them on blast. You are, singling them out for something they did, whether good or bad. Most of the time it's bad. You're singling them out and you're like kind of picking on them. You're either making fun of them or maybe even like just getting on to them for something that they did that was wrong. So it was like 2022 and there was this girl, she was super famous in Korea. Not super famous, but on TikTok, she was like TikTok famous in Korea. And she actually, I followed her on TikTok because she was a foreigner. She's from America and she was living in Korea. And I know some of you guys might know who she is, but like we don't talk about her anymore. So like don't be commenting like, oh, I know what this girl is, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, irrelevant. But people were singling her out because she had announced her pregnancy and we were like, no, cap. Because backstory, she was, let's say she was a girl that had many guys in her life. To put it very nicely, she had a lot of guys in her life. But she was saying like, oh, this baby is this dude's kid. And then this dude she met after she got pregnant. So like the math just wasn't there and everybody was like, yo, cap, like cap. So I watched a video of another person saying like, yo, this is so cap. She didn't meet this guy until April. She got pregnant in February. Anybody could do the math. Obviously, this guy is not the baby's father, but she's lying to him, blah, blah, blah. Not only to him, she was lying to like a bunch of her social media followers and all this good stuff. And I don't want to get into it. And I don't want anybody that was her fans commenting on my page. I actually really liked her too. And honestly, she deleted her account, but I was still following her because you know what? It's her life and she needs to live her best life. I'm just using it as an example here. So no harm, no foul for me. Like, you know what? You do you, boo. I truly believe that that's all you. People need to have their own, own drama and take care of it. I'm not going to judge. But that's where I heard cap. Like somebody just straight up, that's cap. That's so cap. Her baby, is going to be born in this month. She didn't meet this guy till this month. That means that they couldn't have had a baby then before that, blah, 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 blah. People were doing math up there and just calling her out on it. So I heard it like that. And it's basically just blatantly saying lie. Liar, you are lying. All right. So to recap, no pun intended. We have no cap, which means no lie. No lie? You serious? For real? And then you have you be capping, the phrase, which means like you are lying. You are lying right now. You be capping. But sometimes you can say it as in like a jokingly manner, like you be capping, like, bro, you be lying. But like as in a joke, somebody says like, hey, yo, I finished all my homework. But that dude never does his homework, but this time he really did his homework. So you're like, you be capping. And they're like, no, I really did my homework. Like, really? You say, yeah, no cap, like that, you see? And then the last one was that whole social media drama with that girl. And people just said cap, like you are lying. You out here telling everybody that this is your baby daddy, but obviously it's not. So people were calling cap. Oh, that's another one. Look at this. There's so many ways to use this. All right. So calling cap means that you're saying that's a lie. I'm calling cap. I'm saying that that's a lie. If I'm calling cap on something, I'm like, no, you're lying. That's a lie. I'm calling cap. All right, so today's video was a little bit weird because it wasn't like an actual story. Like I had my stories, but it was the stories about when I first heard this word, not really me using this word, or stories about my personal experiences with this word, because honestly, it's fairly new. Like, well, new to me. I don't know when it came out. It's like 4 or 5 years old to me, but I still use it every now and then, especially when I'm joking around with like the younger crowd, my brother-in-laws. I use it. Sometimes I use it with my kids, with my husband, but for the most part, I don't use it as often as most people, especially like Generation Z, Gen Zers or Zillennials. They use this a lot more. But for me, it's like, nah, I use it sometimes. I hear it often. I know what it means, but do I want it in my everyday vocabulary? I don't know. So I gave you guys a bunch of different examples, but again, we're trying this new style out here for YouTube, and I'm gonna give you examples in a sentence. So, all right, first example. Oh wait, I should do another one. All right, first example, and these are all short sentences, all right? So first example, we have no cap, right? I aced the test, no cap. I aced the test, no cap. Aced just means you got an A.
Look at my weird little sausage fingers.
You got an A. You aced the test, you got an A, no cap. Second example we have, and I have them on my phone, so don't look at me. Don't mind me looking here, looking down. Nah, I'm not capping. I always keep it real. So capping, oh, you're capping. Nah, I'm not capping. I always keep it real. So no, I'm not lying. I always keep it real. I always tell the truth. That's my little translation. Nah, I'm not capping. I always keep it real. Third and final example, I'm about to win the lottery. Cap. So it's kind of sarcasm. That example is a little bit sarcastic because you're like, I'm about to win the lottery. Cap. So basically, maybe if I'm using that example, I'm scratching off my lotto ticket, scratching it off, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to win. Cap. I'm not winning. Nope, that's a lie. I'm never going to win the lottery. I always have to work for the rest of my life and then retire and then be too old to do anything with the rest of my life because I spent all my good youth and prime and all the good years working. I'm not complaining. Here. I hope you guys have a better understanding of this slang word, cap, but then the many different ways you can use it. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video.